Hey guys, welcome back to Hypertora. I've got my Taffy Mail here for February. It arrived this morning. For once I've managed to get around to it pretty quickly. So it feels like there's a reasonable amount of weight in there. Obviously stuff doesn't shake around because I think they put all the packing peanuts and stuff in here to take up the rest of the space. But let's see what's inside the box and see how good this is. So this is one of the first February boxes to turn up if you don't count Tokyo Treat, which arrived a fair while ago for February's edition. Yeah, this will be one of the first ones that are actually shipped for this month. Okay, as usual, there's lots of packet peanuts. They've changed the colour from green to white. Yeah, these get everywhere. I wish sometimes they change the size of the box, but I suppose in some senses it's almost cheaper for them not to change the size of the box. But they're just using generic cardboard, so I can't see why they couldn't do it. But yeah, I'm going to skip a few of these out just to make this a little bit easier, because there's so many of them. But it does look like the box is a lot fuller this month, which is a lot nicer. Normally this box is filled half with peanuts and then there's bugger all in it. But so start off with, we've got a Laffy Taffy. We've had some of these before. This is a great one, so that's pretty nice. I've been loving the grape candy, especially Japan introduced me more to all the grape flavoured things. So I'm loving all the grape items, so that's really nice. We have some watermelon airheads. So I'm assuming that's a bit like gum, but you can eat, so it's a kind of chewy candy. So that's a really nice item. I love all the kind of chewy candy, this kind of stuff. We have some Warhead sour twists. So they just say sour, they're not like super sour or extremely sour, which is probably just about nice. It's the hint of sour without ruining the candy. Like you suppose you used to get those toxic waste sweets. It used to be extremely sour, but you could do damage to your tongue. Or it always used to be an urban myth as we were kids that you could do damage to your tongue if you ate too many of them at once. So that's really nice. We've got green apple, watermelon, and lemon. So that's a nice variety of candy. There. What do we have here? This is quite big. So we have some popcorn, some At2 popcorn, light butter. Obviously this is a different brand. We get this in the UK, not this brand, but we get microwavable popcorn. I've even got some at home, even some butter one at home as well. So that'll be interesting to try out and see if it's different in any way to the kind of popcorn I get here. I can't imagine it would be too different, not unless it's only 140 calories, unless there's more sort of flavouring and topping on it maybe. But yeah, it's quite nice. I suppose in some countries we can get that, but considering this box is packaged in the UK, I would have thought that they try and steer away from those kind of things occasionally. We have some candy coated peanuts. So it says Boston baked beans. So they look a little bit like baked beans according to that. That is quite interesting, because normally peanuts and stuff you imagine they're coated in chocolate. Don't think I've ever seen any candy coated peanuts. So that's interesting. I'm assuming that's like a sugar coating, probably like the kind of thing you'd expect on like the outside of Smarties or that kind of area. We have some Hershey's bars. So we have a Crackle. I think milk chocolate with crisp rice. We've had this before. I've definitely sure we've had one of these. So that's pretty nice. Chocolate and some crisp rice on the inside. We don't get too many crisp rice snacks in the UK. We obviously get like Rice Krispie style things, but this kind of crisp rice that comes from the US is slightly different. What else? We have Mr. Goodbar milk chocolate with peanuts. I've never been a fan of peanuts and chocolate mixed together. I like both of them, but I've never been a fan of like the taste of peanuts when it's in chocolate. But nonetheless, I'll eat it. It's still quite nice. Oh, I love these. So I've never seen a Dr. Pepper brand for this, but we got some gummy soda bottles. So I love gummy sweets. So soda bottles are really nice, and I've never ever come across a Dr. Pepper one. So that's going to be a nice change, something different to try compared to the normal just cola bottles that you get. Oh, we got some big items in here for our premium items. I'm trying to leave them for last. We have some Starburst gummy bursts, so liquid-filled gummies. I love liquid-filled gummies. And Starburst is a brand I haven't seen in a while. I remember you used to get Starburst ice creams and stuff. I don't see them around the UK very much anymore, very often anymore. So these look really nice. I think I'm gonna love these. We have a hot dog, E-Fruity. We used to have these when I was a kid, so I don't know why they put this in as American candy. It could come from the States, I suppose, but we used to be able to get these in the UK, so it's not too much different to what I'm used to. It's just a very nice gummy. For the drink, what do we have? Hawaiian Punch. I think they've sent this before as well. It looks very familiar. So we're starting to see a lot more repeats, especially in this box. I don't know whether they have a set thing or set items they send out to everyone every month. If it's going to be the same for everyone, or if they just chuck a random set of items in based on what they've got in stock. Yeah, we've got some pretzel pieces, hot buffalo wings. I've had these before. They came in a previous box. Quite nice, I suppose. The buffalo wing stuff flavouring was really nice. They're quite hard. They're hard pretzels compared to the kind of soft pretzels you buy. But nonetheless, they were really nice when I had them. What do we have here? Smarties and cream. So Smarties side and creamy side. I'm not too sure what to make of this, because I don't think it's going to be Smarties in the sense of branding of Smarties that I'm used to in the UK. Because in the UK, Smarties are chocolate that are coated in a sugar coating, and that doesn't look like it's going to have any chocolate in it. That looks like a kind of powdered candy that's pushed together. So I'll probably open it up in a minute and see what it's like. We have a Charleston Chew. I think we've had a bigger kind of version of this before, vanilla flavoured. It's quite nice. So just a few small snacks. We've got Now and Later Splits. So I think these are chews again, but they're lemon and blue raspberry. I think like half and half. For the middle, they look a little bit like Chewit style things. What do we got? White fudge pretzels, mini pretzels. So it's the same brand. I think when they sent a big bag of cake flavoured pretzels a couple of months ago, last year, some point last year they did. So these they were quite nice. So it's interesting to see some white fudge ones. That would be quite interesting. Smells nice. I think that gave a bit of odour off. What else we got? We have, we got some donuts, mini donuts with powdered sugar. So I don't think there's any filling. I think they're ring donuts as well. So that's pretty interesting. I've never had donuts come in things like this. Considering they're shipping it and how long these take, I do wonder how many preservatives are in this kind of thing. Is there a use by date on these? It doesn't. There's a few codes on it. I don't know what the use by of these is. I imagine that these will probably last quite a while. The only thing that might resemble a date is 10, 16, 15, but it could match up with the US date settings, but that would worry me because that would be a couple of years old. I doubt they're that. So I have no clue when the use by on them would be, so I don't know how long these last. But that would be really nice to try. And then I think the last item in here is some Oreos. I love when they send Oreos. They come in this massive pack. I can't remember. I think the only thing when you open this, I don't think there's not many packs inside, if I remember rightly. They're just all there. I end up eating a lot of Oreos at once. I think if we had this kind of thing in the UK, they'd be individually packaged on the inside. But these are cinnamon bun flavour. So cinnamon buns are really nice. So it's going to be really interesting to see what cinnamon bun Oreos taste like. It looks like a really nice Oreo with a cream centre, but a slightly nice biscuit. I suppose the least favourite part for me of an Oreo is the biscuit, because I really like the cream, but the biscuits, it's alright. But I like the white biscuits. They're quite nice, kind of flavour-wise for me. So yeah, that's the box and everything in there. That seems empty now. I did take some packing peanuts out of there, but it does seem like there's a lot less packing peanuts in there than there normally is. Now, pardon me, I did have to see some. So out of all of this is everything we've got. I'm trying to think what to try and what to open up. I don't know if I want to open the Hawaiian Punch because I think I've had it before. It's just Hawaiian Punch, it's just a fruity drink. If you've seen the video before, you'll probably recognise that itself. It looks very familiar. I think I've opened that before. So obviously what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to have a look at these and see what they're like. They're not sealed. It's like a foil sealing. So yeah, they look like kind of powdered hard candy. There with the kind of stuff they put under pressure to form the kind of pellets. So it's, yeah, creamy on one side and what I suppose is the Smarties brand in the US on the other side. I won't try one of those now because they take ages to, that kind of candy takes a while to eat unless you crunch them up. But yeah, that's very different because Smarties to me is a chocolate, sugar-coated chocolate snack in a tube, just lots of tiny little things. But yeah, I do want to try out these gummies, these Dr. Pepper gummies, and see what they're like. Because these are one of the cola bottles. They're quite small actually. A massive box and tiny bag of bottles. They smell like Dr. Pepper, so they do smell different to cola bottles. There's not as much flavouring in there as I was hoping for a gummy cola bottle. It didn't taste very Dr. Peppery or very cola-y. It tasted quite bland. Yeah, that was a bit disappointing. I was hoping there is a hint of Dr. Pepper in it, but it's not as strong as I was hoping for. When you have cola bottles in the UK, they taste like cola and quite strongly. So that was a bit disappointing. I think the other thing I will open, because I've had a lot of these things similarly before, is the Oreos. That's interesting. Way to open these. It doesn't mean it does reseal. That's pretty cool. That's really nice. Last time I had the box, I couldn't reseal it. So, take one of these out. You got the cream in the center. It smells very lightly of cinnamon. They're really nice. I think I'm going to eat these very quickly. You can definitely taste the cinnamon bun in there, in the biscuit part. I don't know if the cream's, I think the cream's slightly flavoured as well. So that's really nice. That definitely doesn't disappoint. And it's really nice that that's sticky enough to reseal. So they won't go as bad as quickly as some of the bigger boxes I've had previously. But I think that's all I am actually going to try on camera today. Generally because, as usual, I don't want to sugar high. And some of the stuff we've had before, I've tried it on the camera. So if you want to see some of these things, you can go back from my videos and find them. But otherwise, thanks for watching. If you did like the video, please do subscribe to my channel down below. And please do hit that like button as well. It really helps me out. Please do comment down below. Let me know what your favourite item in this box was. Do you like the donuts or any other things in here? Or if you're from the States, what's your favourite item anyway? You can say that as well. But are there any items in here that you haven't seen before? I've certainly had some boxes of candy shipped that has the British tag on it that I've never seen in UK shops before. And I think some of you commented before as well, saying you've never seen some of the candy that comes in these boxes. But yeah, please do comment down below and let me know what your thoughts are on the box. But otherwise, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.